Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss about KCET 2020 Mathematics and its part 3. So let us move on to the first question. If tan x plus cot x is 2, then the value of tan to the power 4x plus cot to the power 4x is. It's very simple. We can just find it by squaring twice. So tan x plus cot x is given to be equal to 2. So when you square it, it is tan square x plus cot square x plus 2 tan x cot x. You may be wondering where this term came from. We are squaring to the whole term, so it is tan x plus cot x whole square. Remember the formula of a plus b whole square, which is a square plus b square plus 2ab. So it is 2 tan x cot x. 2 square, which is actually 4. Now we know that tan and cot are reciprocal, so they will get cancelled. So tan square x plus cot square x will be 2 square, which is 4 minus 2, that's 2. When I square it again, it is tan to the power 4x plus cot to the power 4x plus 2 tan square x cot square x. Now you are not going to ask me why this term came, because you know this already, and that's equal to 2 square, which is 4, and again tan square x into cot square x, that will be 1. So tan to the power 4x plus cot to the power 4x is equal to 2. We got our answer, and it is option D, 2. The next question. If A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then the number of subsets of A which contain at least 2 elements. Now look at this. At least 2 elements is the case we should be very careful about. Now we know the formula for number of subsets of a set, which is 2 power n. Here n is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 2 power 6 is known to us, which is 64, right? But we need which has at least 2 elements. We need the number of subsets which contain at least 2 elements. What do you mean by at least 2 elements? At least 2 elements means there should be minimum of 2 elements or more. Now, so which are the cases we should leave then? Of course, the cases with only one element, which are the singletons, and the empty set. Of course, empty set is one chance. And there are 6 elements. There can be 6 singletons. So, which is 64 minus 7, and the answer is 57, which is option B. If n of A is 2 and the total number of possible relations from set A to set B is 1024, then n of B is. Now it is given that n of A is 2, and we know the formula 2 to the power n of A cross B is the total number of possible relations. So 2 power mn is 1024. What we do is, we know the value of m here, which is n of A, and that's 2. So it is 2 square into n. N is to be found out, that will be n of B. And it is equal to, we know that we can write 1024 as 2 to the power 10. So n can be 5. There's only one chance for n, which is actually 5, which is option C. 5 is the answer. Let's move on to the next question. The value of 16C9, 16C10, minus 16C6, minus 16C7 is. We just need a simple property which says that NCR plus NCR minus 1 is n plus 1CR. Now look at these two terms, 16C10 and 16C9. So here n is 16 and r is 10, right? NCR plus NCR minus 1, and that will be n plus 1, 17, CR, r is 10. Now look at these two terms. If I take that minus outside, that will be 16C7 plus 16C6. Again, apply the same formula. I don't have to tell you how to apply it, and you get the answer as 17C10, right? So 17C7. And now again, look at this, 17C10 minus 17C7, and we know that NCR is NCN minus R. So 17C7 can be written as 17C, 17 minus 7, which is 17C10. Same term subtracted, the answer will be 0, which is option D. Next question. The number of terms in the expansion of x plus y plus z to the power 10 is. Be careful, here we have 3 terms, not 2 terms. If we had 2 terms, we could have directly written it is 11. but here we have 3 terms. So number of terms in the expansion of 3 terms to the power 10, actually it is given by the formula 10 plus 3 minus 1c 10, which is the power plus number of terms minus 1c the power. So which is 12c10, and you know how to simplify 12c10. Use the formula of NCR and the answer will be option D, which is 66. If P of n is the statement 2 power n less than n factorial, then the smallest positive integer for which P of n is true, if options are given, we can do it directly without looking into it, but let me tell you, when you put n is equal to 4, what happens? We get 2 power 4. 2 power 4. What is 2 power 4? 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, which is how much? Yes, that's 8. Now, and that's obviously less than 4 square. Sorry, 4 factorial. What is 4 factorial? It is 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. But for other numbers which is less than 4, when you take 2 cube or 2 square or 2 power 1, this won't hold good. So the smallest integer is 4, which is our option B. Next question, if z is equal to x plus iy, then the equation mod z plus 1 is equal to mod z minus 1 represents. Now, if mod z plus 1 is mod z minus 1, just substitute z, which is x plus iy. We get x plus iy plus 1 is equal to x plus iy minus 1. And when you take the mod, you know the value of meaning of mod. Mod is root of a square plus b square. So here it is x plus 1 whole square, which is a, plus b is y square, and here it is x minus 1 whole square plus y square. And if you take out the square root, that will be the same term without square root, and when you further simplify it, that will be x square plus 2x plus 1. Anyhow, y square get cancels, and the right side x square plus 1 minus 2x. Therefore, when you simplify it further with a little bit of cooking, we are going to get it as 4x is equal to 0. If 4x is 0, then of course x is 0, and we know that x is equal to 0 is the y-axis, which is option C. If the parabola x square is equal to 4ay passes through the point is given to be 2, 1, then the length of the lattice rectum. Now x square is equal to 4ay, we will take it as equation 1. And we know that this passes through 2, 1, so put x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1. We get a as equal to 1. And we know that length of lattice rectum is 4a. So substitute a as 1. So the answer is 4, which is our option A. If the sum of n terms of a GP is given by Sn is n square plus n, then the common difference. Always remember, whenever it is given Sn and they ask for D, just find S1 and then find S2. So S1 is by putting n is equal to 1, that is 2. S2 is nothing but 6, and we know that S1 is sum of one term, which is nothing but the first term T1. S2 is sum of two terms T1 plus T2. So T2, what is T2? T2 is S2 minus S1. So it is 6 minus 2, which is 4. Once you get the value of T2, then D is nothing but any term minus its previous term, that is T2 minus T1, which is 2, which is option B. If two lines Lx plus My is equal to n and L dash x plus M dash y is equal to n dash are perpendicular. This is a direct question. This is a condition that two lines, such lines are perpendicular if LL dash plus MM dash is 0. So look at the option, which is option D. So in the next video, we are going to discuss about KCET 2020 Mathematics and its part 4. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.